So here we have a pawpaw root sucker or pup that I dug up from a tree that I found uh, in a park around here. And it's about 2 months old. A lot of people online, okay, maybe one or two, just say they have no luck growing pups um, or root suckers from parent pawpaw trees. My part of my theory of why they haven't had success is perhaps because they dug them up when the pups were extremely large, and if the tree is too large, but then you're not able to get enough root, especially fine root hairs, along with the pup, then the tree probably will die. But I got these pups like when they were a little bit smaller, like you know, finger length. They're a random person, myself, finger length. Probably about 5 centimeters, and then they've grown a little. Um, they were this tall, I guess, and then they grew a little in the 2 months since I've had them. And the roots were basically chopped off from the mother tree. But I did it like I got that much root and a little bit of fine hair in the root, and I dipped them in root hormone before I put them into the ground here. And this is one of them. I got four, and they all survived. And then I got four from another pawpaw tree that I found, and those survived as well. Those are a little younger, but these are 2 months old. So it actually is growing really nicely. So my theory is that you have to move the pups when the portion above the soil is not that large, and you have to make sure to get enough root as well, which won't be too much, but since the pup is not that big, it doesn't need that much root. So perhaps that's a good tip. And the place where I planted it as well is surrounded by all these weeds and other trees, so it has been well sheltered from the elements. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna dig it up. So actually I do want to pot it up, but I also would like to examine the root system. So let's check it out. Hopefully I don't hurt it in any way while I'm digging it up. So and pawpaw are known for their very deep tap roots. However, this pup perhaps does not have such a deep tap root because it was not grown from seed. So it's out of the ground. Let's take a look at any root system that this pawpaw has grown. So there, we're getting a clear look at it. Whoa, is that so? Whoa, that is very surprising. So that's actually what I dug out of the ground when I found the mother tree. And as you can see, it's perpendicular to the root sucker, because that's what root suckers do. They grow out of the mother tree's root system. But as you can see, it has developed roots, but surprisingly much less than I would have imagined. Very, very tiny. And I mean, well, it's it's alive, and I guess there were enough sugars in this piece of root to allow it to grow, but very tiny, very surprising, I think. I thought it would have been more. You can see those nice roots. They're there. So this tree will survive. Now, I do recommend trying to grow pawpaw from root suckers. Another thing that I noticed was when I went back to this mother tree and looked at the root suckers that were still there, they were huge. They were like a meter tall, which is much huger than this one. This one is perhaps 20 centimeters tall, but obviously it was able to grow more because of the nutrients from the mother plant feeding them. So that's it. That's a root sucker that has survived 2 months away from the mother plant. So let's take a look at that, just slow look. And that's Pawpaw, Asimina Triloba.